Hello, and hi, and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Cup Network, where we put the real in the tea and reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. It is so hot here in Fiji in this villa, but baby, I am going to give you all of my tea about episodes 9 and 10. Now, I know we promised to get episodes out daily after each episode drops, except for the after show. But when I tell you episode 9 was something extra to do, but to record, we actually had two recordings of episode 9 that did not come through. But I'm here to do it again, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna have a good time talking about episode 9 and 10. So I'm gonna get through this all very quickly. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do, hit me up. I'm currently just drinking some water because it's hot here, and hydration is very important. So stay hydrated, everybody. But if I was drinking anything else, I would probably be drinking out of my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. But anyway, you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. So check that out. If you haven't checked out the Etsy shop lately, you should because we got new merch in there. So go check all of that out and get some new merch. Period. Um, yeah. So Love Island. Oh wait, let me do the business part first. Cause I don't. Once I start talking about it, I'm not stopping. I'm going right through it. I'm going through both episodes. And if it's out of order, y'all know, charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm just trying to get all the facts out there. So we have I really want y'all to subscribe to this channel though. That's what I really need y'all to do. All jokes aside, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel and subscribe to all of our other channels. Like I said, this is part of a network. So if you go down to our description below, click our link tree. All the links down there for all of the channels are there. Click on all each link, subscribe and to each channel, and we would greatly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell on things that interest you. If you want to hear our thoughts on drag race, our main channel is the one for you. Anything reality TV and soon to be scripted TV, this is the network for you. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, that channel is for you, ESC. And if you're a fan of WWE wrestling, we have Ringside for you. So if any of those things tickle your fancy, go and hit that subscribe button and let us know that you support us, and we appreciate you. All of our audio podcast links are down there as well. So if you want to check us out on the go, that's where you can click. And if you want to join our membership channels, their links are down there also. So you can get early access to content across all four channels and exclusive content across all four channels. So all of those things are very important to us, and we appreciate if you would do those things. Thank you. Now, Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. It was something. So we gonna get right into episode 9, and like I said, it was something. I'm going to bring up my slides like I like to do because it makes it easier for me. So we get started, and this is right after the recoupling with Nicole and Andrea, and they pick Kendall and um, Rob as their couple, and it's like okay, that that whole thing happened. So we saw the drama with Rob and Leah unfold, and how he waited to the very last minute to decide he wanted to get up there with Nicole, with Andrea, and to be coupled up. And so it was kind of a thing, and Leah kind of went off. She was very upset and very hurt, justifiably, in my opinion. I said, "Okay, girl, you see how that feels when somebody does stuff like that to you." So, yeah, she didn't like it. She didn't like how he was so theatrical about it. Had to go, be about the drama, be about TV. Um, and do that. But she went off. She was going off and she was very hurt and very upset. And she was kind of like, mm-mm. I got the ick from him the moment he was crying and on the floor and all that stuff. And I'm just sick of him. I'm over him. Whatever. I don't like this man. And she was like, he just unleashed this whole new side of me that the villa has not seen. And she was going off on him. She was like, you know, he's a whiny little bit, and he was just like, I don't like him. She was mad. She was mad at him. And then, so she was just like, whatever, whatever, whatever. So she was going off on the girls. Meanwhile, downstairs, we're going off to the girls about Rob. Not going off on the girls, but going off to the girls about Rob. Meanwhile, downstairs, Connor has pulled Janae to talk, and he's like, "Ah, yeah, hey, we made it. We know." Kissed her, like, "We made it. Good." No, she was like, "I'm just so glad we're not a part of the drama." He was like, "Yeah, we're not a part of the drama. We're good." But just so you know, I am very interested in like talking to Leah. And so I wanted to tell you that before I did it so you would know, it won't look sneaky or suspicious or weird or something like that. And she's like, "Oh, okay." Because what is she supposed to say? Like, "No, no, you can't talk to Leah. No, you can't talk to Leah." Like, that'd be weird on her part. She was just like, "Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I appreciate you telling me, and that's fine if you want to talk to her. But are we good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, we're good. I just want to explore some things because that's the whole point of coming on Love Island is to test relationships, to see what's out there and see what's best." And da da. She's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So yeah, that's fine." I think she was at that moment under the impression that he just wanted to talk to Leah, see, if it was something more, but still be interested in talking to her as well. But apparently that's not the case. That's not how he took it. That's not what he was in his mind, what he was saying. In his mind, he was saying, "We're good, but we're done. And I'm just gonna go put all my energy in Leah from this point on. So do you, I'ma do me. And then I'm gonna turn into a dick about it. I'm gonna be weird about it. But you go ahead and do that." And so she was like, "Oh, okay, okay." So she was like, I'm not the jealous type. I'm not gonna get jealous about, you having conversations with the girls in the house. That's what we're supposed to do. And so that was interesting, but he goes and like literally he goes and pull Leah right away to talk to her. And he's like, "Yeah, I felt like we have this unspoken connection that we haven't been able to explore, and I didn't go after you because I thought you were too like wrapped into Rob, and so I didn't want to come in between that." And Leah was like, "Yeah, and Rob, how dare he? How dare he do that to me? How dare he say this to me? Rob, 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 Robin, Robin, Rob, Rob, Rob." And so Connor's sitting there like, "Yeah, Rob, but I kind of like you." And Leah's like, "Yeah, but Rob, and Rob, and Rob, and Rob, and Rob, 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 but Rob." And kind of like, it's a weird position because I like Rob. Rob's my friend. And yeah, I think Rob's cool, but I like you. She was like, "Huh? Oh, yeah, okay, but Rob. That whole conversation was about Rob. how upset. And she was just glaring at Rob the whole time while he was talking. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe he would see the light and like, okay, yeah, she's not over Rob. Whatever. Maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? But he goes on and they talk. Next day, um, it's still the same thing. Everybody's still kind of like trying to figure out what's going on. Janae's having a meltdown for a minute because she's like, I don't know what I did or what I'm not doing, but I'm trying to do everything I can to keep this man's attention. And he wants to go talk to Lee about plants. And I don't know about plants. I like plants, but I don't know everything about plants. Why are we talking about plants? And so she's talking to Aaron and Kendall and I think Nicole, and they're like, "Girl, it's okay. We could." She was like, "I just don't know what to do." He wants to talk about plants, and I don't know about plants. I like plants, but I don't know anything about plants. What am I supposed? So Aaron, being very sweet, was like, "You should talk about the bonsai plant." And she was like, "Bonsai plant, okay." What about the bonsai plant? So he's giving her all these tips about the bonsai, and then he was like, "And that plant right there, that's a cheese plant." She's like, "Oh, what cheese plant? Okay." Like, so he's trying to help her get her plant knowledge together, which I thought was very cute, very cool, and fun to see. It was nice. It was nice to see that the guys were having the girls back, and the girls were having the guys back, trying to help them out and help each other out in different situations. But I thought that was a cute moment. Um, it was it was interesting. After the whole fight with Hakeem and Liv, they were kind of just like over it, not talking, and that whole thing about it was just this was weird. But that was the last episode. But this episode, so everybody's trying to decompress from after that interesting recoupling the next day. Working out, putting on their swimsuits, the makeup, hanging out at the villa. Connor decides he's gonna talk to Leah in the kitchen while Janae is there making her smoothie, and he's like, "So, what kind of candies do you like?" Like, oh. So they're talking about candies and nerd groups and nerd clusters and Snickers and things like that. And Janae's like, I can't even wait till I leave the kitchen first, but that's okay. That's fine. Whatever. Um, so he's literally like all zeroed in on Leah. He wants to talk to Leah all day, and he's trying to get to every opportunity to talk to her. And they're talking about cartoons. They're talking about plants, and you know what? If they have a connection, they have a connection. That is what it is. That's the game. That's how it's supposed to be. And and I necessarily didn't have a problem with them exploring their feelings and having connections. To me, it was the way that Connor went about it and how he was just like very disregarding of Janae's feelings in this moment. And I'm like, I understand you have to do you and find your match and sometimes think of yourself first. Fine. But you don't have to be ugly about it. And that's where it took an ugly turn later on in the episode that we'll talk about, or in the next episode we'll talk about. But everybody's just hanging out, still trying to get to know each other, and the new couples are trying to, connect and more and hang out, and it was fun. Um, we had a conversation with what was that? No, that was the next episode. That was the next episode. So I don't want to jump ahead. But let me go into let me talk about the rest of me. I won't go into that. So then somebody gets a text and they were like, tonight is going to be everybody's kissing. It's a kissing booth game. Everybody's kissing everybody. It's gonna be great. Gonna have a good time. So I was like, woo, yes, kissing. And so then after all the conversations that Leah and Connor had throughout the day, um, Leah pulls Janae for a chat, and she's like, "Hey, listen, um, Connor and I have been talking, and we are interested in each other. We're kind of um, wanting to explore what's happening. So I just want to let you know so you won't think I'm being sneaky or weird or anything like that." And Janae's like, "Yeah, I see. And it is what it is, you know." Um, and she's like, she's like, I mean, I'm having a hard time processing because I am never anybody's second choice. I don't like, being second choice to anybody. And she's just like, but I mean, I'll deal with it. And then Leah starts crying, and she's like, I just, I don't know. I don't like feeling like this. I didn't think I'll be here at this point. And I'm like, why are you crying? And so Janae now, after being the one being told by her friend and the person she was coupled with that she no longer is in the couple because they want to explore, she now has to comfort the person who is now going to get her man. Like, what? Like, explain to me. Explain it to me how she now has to comfort the girl who taking her man. Like, what is okay? Okay, and nobody wants to comfort her. Like, nobody wants to be like, "Girl, it's okay," except for like Aaron and Kendall, and it's like so it's so weird. It's the weirdest thing ever. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. This is what we're doing. Okay, fine. Fine, 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 fine. Y'all go ahead and do that. But you're okay, girl. No need to cry. It's all right. She's still comforting her. But okay. Okay. Now, y'all remember what I'm saying. Janae is comforting Leah in this moment because Leah is feeling some type of way, and she didn't think it'd be like this. Remember that. Remember that. So, um, we do get the late on that night, the kissing challenge happens. We get this kissing challenge going on where first the guys are blindfolded and the girls go and they kiss them, and yeah, this is where the foolishness is happening. So they start kissing. Everybody's kissing everybody. And it's cool. It's a fun moment. It's fun. Everybody's kissing. It's fun. So Janae goes and does her kisses. And she gives Connor this extra kiss. And she's really extra trying to, entice her man. And he in turns gives the kiss a 7. And he's like, it's a 7. It was fine. It's good. It's fine. And so she's like, oh, okay. All right. Um, and then Leah goes and kisses him, and he gives it a 10. I'm like, 10 out of 10. Definitely would recommend 10 out of 10. She's great. She's got curves and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. But they're blindfolded and have these noise canceling earphones on, and so they can't hear or see who the person is. So I'm like, okay, all right. He liked her kiss better. It's fine. We get some steamy kisses from Cordell and Serena. We get some steamy kisses from the people who want to be couples. Like Kendall kissed Nicole with some heat, and Rob kissed Andrea with some heat, and Aaron kissed Kayla with some heat. It was just like that typical, like the person who they were with. Hakeem was trying to kiss everybody. Well, Liv totally bypassed Hakeem doing her kiss. She was like, no, not wasting my kiss on that. And then she was kind of like, eh. And then when he kissed her, he was kind of like, she ain't, they're just not it. Um, Hakeem thought he was going to go in there and get a bunch of the high scores and get all the kisses, but he got a couple of tens from Hannah and not Liv, Janae, but everybody else kind of like, nah, nah, because they knew who it was. I feel like they knew who these kisses were from whom. Um, so then, right when it was boy number 6, which would have been Aaron to do the kissing, all of a sudden, all it was not Aaron. It that came out. Um, it was we had a new bombshell walk in, and he was doing all of the kissing. He did his kissing, and our new bombshell is Miguel, and Miguel is from London, and he has a great accent that everybody was like, "Ooh!" Once they saw it, and then his kisses were really good, and they were like, "Ooh, 9 out of 10." A lot of them gave him a 9 out of 10 for his amazing kissing skills, and yeah, he came in second place though. The guy who had the best kisses was Kendall, and the girl who had the best score was Kayla. And so yeah, those were that was what. So we get the new bombshell in the building, and um he is just getting his um getting his groove on. Like he is talking to everybody. So after the bombshell, after he came in, he was kind of like, um, everybody was like, oh, because that's how episode 9 went on with the bombshell coming in and kissing everybody, and everybody was out. My favorite part of that moment was Kendall was like, Kendall was like, "Oh, we gonna jump him after this over. We jumping him. Like he ain't coming here getting all our women swooning over him. No, we jumping him." But it was funny. But let's go into episode 10 because this is where the juicy meat and potatoes happened. So at this point, everybody was all the girls was very much like, oop, looking at Miguel. Some more than others. I feel like Nicole and Andrea were kind of like, "Nah, we cool, but we still will get to know him." And uh, Leah was kind of interested, but she still had somebody who was interested in trying to get to know her. So she was kind of like, okay. But Janae and Hannah and Liv and Serena were very interested. Kayla was good. She was like, he's fine, he's cute, but whatever. But yeah, they were interested in what he was going to, trying to get to talk to him. So all of them pulled to him at one point. I think he pulled Janae first, and him and Janae had a good conversation. And he had mentioned how he was a little hungry, so she was like, "I can make you some eggs." And so he was like, "Oh, that'd be great." So she was gonna make him some eggs, and yeah, these eggs these eggs stay a topic of conversation throughout this whole episode almost. So Janae was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make us some eggs." And so after he has this conversation with Janae, Liv interrupts the conversation. And so him and Liv start talking, and they have a good conversation. And he's just doing what bombshells do, and he's doing it really well. Like he is making the girls go. He got clutching pearls and flipping hair and giggling and sniggling. And he's just like, he calls them darling, and they're like, if you keep calling folks darling, boy, I tell you what. I mean, the boy is fine. Let's keep it 100. The boy is fine. The accent on top of that only makes it even better. He is Angolian, I think he said, and Moroccan and something else, Persian or something. I can't remember all the things he said that he was, but he's a mix of some very good genes. He's just cute. He's cute. And he was just like, um, he was he was a smooth talker, smooth operator, sweet talker. So it was kind of just like, we see you. Okay. And so after Liv interrupted Janae, Hannah interrupted Liv. And so they go talk and they're having a conversation. And like I said, everything is going well. He's just talking to everybody. He talks to Nicole. He talks to Serena. He just has great conversations. Now, in his conversation with Serena, Janae interrupts only to drop off the egg. She was like, I'm just dropping this off. And Serena was pissed. She was like, I can't believe she just continued to walk up. Like she should have saw me and was like, oh no, I'm not gonna go up there. I'm gonna wait. But in Janae's mind, she was like, I'm not trying to interrupt their conversation to like steal him. I just want to drop this food. He said he was hungry. I'm gonna drop this food off and I'm gonna go. And he could eat it or not, or talk to continue the conversation. I just want to drop it off and leave. Serena was like, no, you should have just not dropped it off. She was very annoyed, very pissed off, like to the point where she was complaining to simply everybody about that. And Janae was like, I just want to drop off the eggs. He said he was hungry. But before the egg conversation even happened, Janae gets pulled by Hakeem. Hakeem pulls Janae and they talk. And he was like, he was like, I didn't expect this. He was like, I'm glad. He said, I have good conversations with you. He said, the best conversation I've had in this house was with you when we were just talking and becoming and being friends. He was like, and I feel like that might be the best way to go about this. He was like, because I didn't think that, we would have a connection, but when we kissed, it was very nice. He was like one of the best ones. And both of us agreed that we gave each other the best kiss. And so I kind of feel like maybe this is worth exploring, seeing what is happening, because we do get a text saying that a recoupling is going to happen. A recoupling is happening and the boys are picking and everybody gets into a little bit of a spiral scramble trying to figure out what is happening, who's going to do what, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So while Hakeem and Janae are talking, we get a pan over to Leah and Connor on the docks, and they're talking, and like Janae is walking over to the little sand swing, whatever, with Hakeem, and so she sees Leah and Connor at the docks, and so she looks over there, and then she tells Hakeem, I mean, I see what's happening. You know what? I don't give a if. Like, I don't give a fuck about them. At first, I was kind of like, ugh, but I'm like, whatever. And so she sits down and talks to Hakeem. They take her interpretation of looking over there, like, she looking at us. And Connor, this is okay. Y'all know I don't really cuss a lot on these podcasts because I just don't. But this boy has made me so mad. He's a punk. And I'm going to try not to do it. I'm going to try not to. But I will say he's a fuck boy. That's it. I'm gonna leave that alone because he's so horrible. And the microaggressions, sir, talking about, I'm gonna get yelled at later by Janae. She's gonna yell at me, and I'm like, in what world? In what world do Janae yell at people? Have we ever seen Janae yell at anybody? Have we seen Janae yell at anybody? No, Janae does not yell at anybody. Oh, and I think I mixed up. We don't know that the recoupling is happening right now at this moment. That happens later, but we don't know the recoupling is happening. But yeah, so he's like, "I'm gonna get yelled at," and I'm like, "Janae ain't yelled at nobody in this villa yet, ever. Like, what gives you the impression? What makes you think she is going to yell at you? You want to know who been doing all the yelling in the villa thus far? The girl you sitting with and Liv. Them the ones who've been yelling the whole time. Hannah. Them the ones who've been yelling the whole time. But Janae is gonna be the one that yells when she was trying to stop. Like, shh, don't say anything. Leah, don't say anything. When she was trying to keep the peace, but she gonna be the one to yell. Okay. Okay. The microaggressions are screaming. They're not even micro. Like they're you just yelling it out right now. Like ew, ew. And then you have the nerve to sit there and kiki with Leah talking about some. Yeah, she was like, "Did you know?" And he was like, I gave her a 7 at the kissing challenge. I'm gonna get yelled at because I gave her a 7. And she was like, "Did you know that was Janae kissing you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I had a clue, but I just had to, I felt I needed to throw a little shade. I don't know why I need to throw some shade." Yeah, we don't know why either. Because what did Janae do to you to make you throw shade at her besides save you from going home the first week? It could have been you. She could have picked Floyd, it would have been you. But she saved you from going home, and she tried to do everything in her power to try to get you to uh, enjoy this relationship and build something. But obviously, you never liked her to begin with, and you were using her as a placeholder until somebody else freed up, which is whatever. That's Love Island. That's how the game works. But when do you using her as a placeholder turns into you being rude to her and mean to her throughout this entire episode of episode 10? Like rude, nasty for no reason, villainous for no reason at all. Like it was gross. It was gross. And I hadn't even got to the meat and potatoes of the grossness. But like you were just Connor, people tolerated you because you were with Janae. We didn't like your Roblox built thick neck SpongeBob square body self at all until you got with Janae. And then we tolerated you because you were with the queen, you were with Mother, you were with Janae. And now that you're not, you can go. But like you could go. And I know this might not seem very, biased. You shouldn't be so biased. You should be neutral. You're giving information about the show. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what happened on the show, but I'm gonna give you my thoughts. And I am not neutral when it comes to Janae. That's who I'm standing. She is the one and only one who has my stand card. She has it. She is the only one that has it. Nobody else has it. No, maybe Cordell. Cordell finally has it. I'm holding it out for Cordell, and I keep he probably has it. Kendall might have it too. Kendall could get it. Kendall could get the stand card. I really like Kendall. Aaron possibly, but Janae has it. It's in her pocket, very well situated, in with all the rest of the stand card that I know she has. But people tolerated Connor because he was with Janae. But now, don't nobody care nothing about you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And especially after the display you put on in this episode, like you showed your true colors, and it was ugly. They were very ugly. They were very disgusting, puke green, vile yellow, shit brown, like just gross. Ugh, ugh, ugh. You showed your colors, Connor. Connor, you showed your true colors, and they're ugly. But anyway, so they're on the docks, and she's kiki and laughing, like, "Oh yeah, but you had to get your boots dirty, I guess." He. Wait, ma'am, excuse me. Weren't you just dated by Rob? Didn't you just get your feelings hurt by Rob, and you hated that feeling, how he was shading you and doing stuff and making side comments and doing stuff to you? But and you was like, I can't believe it. And Janae was comforting you and helping you and talking to you and blah blah blah. But now that Connor's doing it to her, you're like, because it's for you. Uh, okay. Okay. So they having a little moment, and she feels like they're having a little rom com moment because it starts raining, and they kiss and da 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 da. Fine. Like I said, I don't care about their connection. If they have the connection, great. That's what they're there for. That's what everybody's coming there for. Find the connection, find love. We don't love Island. And if they're together, they're together. But it's just so ugly how they doing this because like they're having a moment and then they think Janae is watching them when she's not because she's really talking to Hakeem and really having a good conversation with Hakeem at this point. But they're like, she's watching us. And she was like, let's have a rom-com moment. Pick me up and spin me around in the rain and kiss me. Oh my God. And she's like, go, do it, do it. It was so, and then so she's like, it's three people. Talk it out. And there's three people walk me off this deck. It's so great. I'm having a great moment. It's so wonderful. Child, whatever. Whatever. It, it was just, I was like, okay, y'all, cute, whatever. Do your thing. Like I said, I'm not mad at the connection that they have. They can have that connection if they want. I just don't like the ugliness behind it. Like, why are we kicking and talking about being shady and being when it's unnecessary? So then we get a conversation. Oh no. Then so that happens and they're having their moments. Everybody's good. Um, Serena is still pissed. She is pissed off about these eggs. She's pissed off about the eggs. She's like, I can't believe she would come up there and bring those eggs to him while I'm talking to him. And she's like, oh my, I got these eggs. So she's talking to Leah and she's talking to Kendall and I think, no, I don't know if Cordell was there or not. But she's talking and they're talking about the eggs and she's mad and Leah's like, oh my God, like why? Like, why would she do that? Ew. Yeah. And so it's like, so that's so weird. And so they go up to do their makeup or take off their makeup or whatever. And uh everybody was talking about Miguel, talking about the new guy, and everybody was like, oh, he's so cute, he's so and she was like, yeah, everybody talked about so, somebody said, yeah, everybody has talked to him thus far, I think. He's pulled like everybody. And Leah was like, I hadn't talked to him. And Janae was like, yeah, you were kind of busy. And she was like, Janae, he is not your boyfriend. You don't have to act like he's your boyfriend. And she was like, I'm not saying he's my boyfriend. I'm just saying you were busy. And she's like, well, he's not your boyfriend. You need to grow up. And Janae was like, I'm grown at AF. I'm grown. I don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, oh, you're not acting like. She said, no, I am. That's why we're not talking. I'm not talking to you because I'm letting you do your thing. We're done. We're not talking. And she's like, and I was like, girl, what you mad for? She never said nothing. She just said you didn't talk to him because you were busy. Yes, talking to Connor all night. That's why you were busy. She just said you were busy. And she was like, he's not your boyfriend. But isn't this the girl who was just crying about Rob less than 24 hours ago when anytime somebody else came in and tried to take your boy, you was acting like he was your boyfriend. But when it's not you, when it's somebody's doing it for, with you, he's not your boyfriend. Stop acting like that. Hypocrite 101. Like the hypocrisy of it all. You're giving hypocrisy. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, really, stop it. It was just so weird. And I was over Leah at that moment. I was over Leah at that moment. Because even Janae was still not trying to be mean to her or to Connor or to anybody. And they went to bed that night and Janae was like, Connor, come on, it's bed. It's not, I don't bite. I'm not gonna bite. And it was kind of, she was trying to keep it light, keep it cute. And he was just kind of, whatever. Next day, they get the text about that the recoupling was going to happen. Everybody starts to scramble a little bit. We get a conversation with Serena and Cordell. And Serena was like, I'm not, she was like, I know you're not a slow burn person. and I appreciate how you have respected me and my, how I am. And he was just like, uh, he was like, I mean, I like what we got. I think we got something really good. I just want us to, you know, get closer. And she's like, and I'm open to doing that. She's like, I'm definitely not seeing, you know, I don't think we're just friends. I feel like we are probably more than friends. And I feel like you've come on this journey with me to help me get to that point with you. And he was kind of just like, oh, okay. He said, I mean, we still doing our thing. And he was like, he asked her about her conversation with Miguel. She told him, and he was like, okay, what's up? That's what's up. So the guys end up pulling Cordell, and they have a come to Jesus meeting with him. And they're like, look, I know how you feel about Serena. You might have your blinders on for her, but you can't forget how she played you dirty. And he was like, I don't think she played me dirty. He was like, man, she friend zoned, like Kendall was like, she friend zoned you. And they were like, Rob was all like, you got to think about you. And then Aaron was like, I don't think she played you dirty, but you got to remember that she was willing to, explore other options and, you know, keep you in that friend zone. And he was like, I mean, I don't know. He said, my heart is telling me one thing, my head is telling me another thing. So his confessional was kind of just like, I don't know. I mean, if I was going to be in a friend couple in any way, I could pick Hannah and we can be friends and figure out the next thing. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So he had no idea what he wanted to do the whole time. Um, so drop my earpiece. So that conversation happens. He talks to Hannah, and he talks to Serena. He was like, I just got to talk to her again and see how she's feeling. And so he talks to Hannah. And Hannah was like, we're good. She would be open to exploring a friend relationship to possibly more. Who knows? Um, and Serena was like, I never lied to you about my feelings. I never lied to you about anything. I've always been honest and straight up with you. And so it's up to you to make the decision. She said, but just know that everything I told you is true. Everything I said is how I feel. And it is what it is. It was just, it was how it was. So we get to the recoupling, and the new couples start to happen. And I'm gonna go in the order of the couples because um the first couple we had was Aaron and Kayla. No surprise there. He was very sweet about his speech about her and how he wanted to recouple her because she's just the person that caught his eye, and she's the person that makes him laugh, and she's the person that he likes. I'm still not fully on board with their relationship, but it's getting better. So yeah, the next couple was Kendall and Nicole, and again, I felt it was nothing, no surprise. We knew that was happening. He is really enjoying his couple with Nicole. Nicole is actually enjoying her couple with him. There's no reason to, go against that right now. They are very happy. They're exploring what is going on, and I like them. I like them together. I like Nicole. I like Kendall. Um, the next couple that we were not surprised to happen was Rob and Andrea. Um, no surprise. That was going to be it. Um, they just like each other. And whatever. Sure. Sure. Sweet. Uh, a nice, well, not even nice. It was a weird speech. But apparently he said that he felt bliss when it came to Andrea. And Leah was like, yeah, he said the same thing to me. Whatever. Now she's talking to Janae at this point, like, yeah, he said the same thing to me. Whatever. Like, um, and so they there's a couple. Nobody was surprised. Next couple Connor and Leah. And like I said, I'm not mad at them being a couple. They can be a couple all they want. Here's the problem with me. Because Connor's speech was the most unnecessary speech that ever needed to be said. Because honestly, what did Janae do to you? What did Janae do to you? You could uplift Leah without downgrading Janae. And what he said, he was just like, I want a couple with this girl because the connection was just so strong, and it's just so amazing that I probably could have brushed shoulders with her before and never knew it. And it took us coming to Love Island to find each other. And I'm so glad. Like, our connection is the strongest I've ever felt since I've been in this house. And there was no, this was the easiest decision to ever make. Like, first of all, to stay with the strongest connection you've been in this house, and Janae is standing there when you just had this, you supposed to had a connection with her. And now you're like, this is the strongest connection I've ever had in this house. And Janae's like, ouch. Janae was like, ouch, that was rude. And he was like, and this was the easiest decision I ever had to make, Leah. I was like, why? Why? Why did you feel the need to humiliate her? Why did you feel the need to try to embarrass her like that? Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Like, tell me what the reason was. There was no reason for that. You were just being nasty just to be nasty. And it was unnecessary and it was uncalled for. And I hope Janae said something to you. I hope she said something to you in the next episode on Sunday. I hope she said something to you. Like, because that was rude and nasty and unnecessary. And do I think Janae has the right to be mad at Leah? No, I don't think she has the right to be mad at Leah, because that has nothing to do with Leah, because this was Connor's doing. This was Connor's doing. This was Connor's doing. But what I don't like is Leah just cackling like, oh, that was bad. She's gonna get you. He's like, it's okay. Okay. And it's just, I'm like, ugh, ugh. I hope they leave soon. Honestly, me personally, they can leave before Rob and Andrea. And a lot of people are like, no, Rob and Andrea can leave. I don't care which order they leave. I just need them both to leave. All of them can leave. Like, but it's just weird behavior. Weird behavior. And then it got even weirder because then, well, not weird here. Miguel ends up picking Liv, and I was like, yeah, I knew what was happening. That was, yeah, absolutely. I saw it coming. Not mad at it. I like Liv, and I think Liv should, be able to find someone who is there for her, and I hope they work out. That's cool. He was very nice about it. She was shocked, but it was nice. But this is where it got weird because our next couple, Hakeem picks Janae, which I'm like, okay, cool. Because they did talk and he was like, we did have a little connection, a little spark. We can see where this goes. Which I'm like, cool, great. I'm just happy my girl is still in the villa, which is what I wanted. And I'm fine with that. But Connor and Leah had this stank look on their face like they wanted Janae to be dumped. Like, what? Why? What did she do to y'all to make y'all hate her so much that you wanted her dumped? Like, did you think, Connor, that nobody else would find her attractive or nobody would want to be with her because you didn't? What? Your thick neck, Roblox, SpongeBob built body, just get. I know he wanted her dumped so he wouldn't have to have a conversation with her, is what it was. He wanted her dumped because he didn't want to have to say anything to her. But baby boy, that's not how this works, because just because you don't want her don't mean nobody else do. And all I need is, even if Hakeem and Janae don't work out, and even if, I just need my girl to get to Casa or go get to another bombshell comes in for her and only her. I just need, because she even said in her confessionals, I want Connor happy. I want Leah happy. But I also want to be happy. She's not wishing ill feelings on anybody. She didn't want any of it. She was like, if they're happy together, I want them happy. I just want to be happy too. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I was so, but they all just, they want her to go. They live giving her the stank face and mad, like, what? You think you're the only one that want her. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. You think she would fail because of you? No, 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 no. That's not how this works. You, sir, trash. Connor, trash. Hakeem, just do I think is Hakeem my favorite person in the villa? Absolutely not. Did I vote for them the favorite couple? Absolutely did. Because Connor, you were only tolerable because you were with Jeanette. Now that you're not, nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. You can go. You can go. Hakeem, you just saved yourself because people wanted you gone. But you picked the queen. You picked mother. And you could stay. You could stay. But man, man. So it came down to Cordell, and he had to pick between Hannah and Serena. And Cordell went on this speech that had me like, oh. He was talking about a fresh new start, and he was picking this person because he wanted a fresh new start. And if this is what his heart was, this what his heart was saying, he got to do what he got to do. And he was like, you might feel like this is not the right decision for me, but this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna go with my heart. And he picked Serena. Everybody thought he was picking Hannah in that moment, especially when he said fresh new start. I still got the band-aid on their heart because I feel like they still got the mending to do, but I think they're on the mend. And I could see them actually making it through. I just hope, well, we'll see what happens. But I really I am rooting for them, but I feel like Serena's acting a little weird. And my stand card is out for Cordell, and I'm handing it to him like, here, take it. But I feel like Serena's acting a little weird, so I need her to either figure it out or step aside, and that's it. But unfortunately, with that, we had Hannah being dumped from the island. It was sad because everybody liked Hannah, and I think she was a good energy in the house. Um, but she just didn't have the connections. Once she lost Kendall's trust, and once she did what she did with Kendall, it was kind of over at that point. And so he was just like done. I feel like if she would have not did that, they probably still would have been together because I think it was a good connection between them. But she just screwed it up. She screwed it up. But she was gone. Everybody was crying. They were all sad for her because everybody liked Hannah, and I liked Hannah. I thought is her makeup tragic? Yes, but I still thought she was a lovely person, and she, like I said, brought a good energy to the group. Everybody liked her. She was great. But other than that, that was that. That was episode 10. They said their goodbyes to Hannah, and she left. A lot of tears. I can't wait for the previews for tomorrow's episode, Sunday's episode, episode 12. It'll be 12. But I'm excited to see that, see what's going to happen. Like I said, I do hope Janae gives Connor a piece of her mind because that conversation, that speech was unnecessary and it was rude. And it was why? What did I do to deserve that? Is the question I would ask. What did I do to you personally to deserve you to totally disregard me, totally go off and say something that was so hurtful when I was just only trying to be there for you and build something with you? Like, I was being very genuine and you were very giving me different thoughts, and like I thought we had something, but because that's what you gave me. But obviously, I was just a placeholder until Leah was free. If it wasn't Leah, if it was Taylor, would that have been? It would have been her. If it would have been Liv, would have been her. Anybody else would have been them. But whatever. Like it was just a weirdness. It was weird. I hope she lets him have it. Oh, I didn't even talk about the conversation, the stupid conversation. I don't know why Rob felt the need to pull Leah again, just to try to gaslight some more. Like you don't care about my feelings, and then in turn say I'm not here to care about your feelings. Like it's so dumb. Like they were dumb. Anyway, I think that was the episode before that. I probably even already talked about it. But it was that was that. That was that. I hope we do have a good conversation between the two of them to ask why he was that. Why was he a jerk? And I hope we get more bombshells coming in. Maybe Costa's going to happen soon. I don't know. It would be very interesting to see what happens. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I can't believe how much of a chokehold Love Island has on me this season, but it's really a good season, and I can't wait to talk about it. So we'll be back to our normal schedules, talking about each episode after every episode air. We will not do talk about the after show, so we'll be back here on Monday to talk about Sunday's episode. Um, Hit the subscribe button on your way out, please. I see y'all watching. I appreciate the views. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm hoping you love the content that we're giving. I'm so passionate about it, so it's so good. But I hope you enjoy the content. So I will ask that you subscribe to this channel, subscribe to our other channels. All of our links will be in the link tree in the description below. Go click on all of our channels, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we drop. You can also join all or listen to us on our audio listening platforms. So if you want to hear us on the go check those out. Also, if you want to join our membership, go hit the membership links down there below, and you get early access to across all four channels and exclusive content across all four channels. So check that out. You can also follow us on all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you could follow me if you want on Twitter. That's my Twitter down there. That's my Instagram there. You can also get your cup merch, not limited to, but including the cup mug. You can get all of those things. All those links will be in the description below. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here because I feel like I talked all I can about Love Island. And so we'll be back next week, talk about episode uh 12. So cheers, y'all. Bye. Connor, apologize to Janae. It won't change anything. I still want you gone, but apologize.